Hey, it's Ben with ColorBliss, and I want to show you how you can work with folders in ColorBliss to keep your coloring pages organized. So you can go to this little folder icon here in the sidebar, and that will show you all the different folders you have, and including your favorites, which is kind of a built-in folder. You can see I have a bunch of folders here, and I have 40 folders, so mine go across a couple different pages. But to create your first folder, you can create a new folder here, and we can call it anything that we want, and click create. And it will put you into this folder that obviously is empty. If you want to rename it, you can change the name. If you want to delete it, you didn't mean to create it or whatever. But obviously the next step here is to get some coloring pages into it. So if you have coloring pages that you've already made that you like, I've got some of these of my girls from their school photos. So I'm going to select them like this. There's just a little checkbox in the upper right hand corner of when you hover over an image. And then you can click on the folder icon down at the bottom in this bar. You can choose the folder that you want to put them in. That will move them automatically. You see they're gone from the dashboard, and if I click on View Folder, they are all in there. If you want to change the order of them, you can. And that will persist. And then after you get the order you like, if you want to download it as kind of like a PDF coloring book, you can do this, and it'll put it all in one PDF for you. So that's where I clicked download all, download as PDF, and single PDF. There's a couple other ways you can work with folders to speed things up. So if you want to create a coloring page directly into a photo, everywhere where you can create a coloring page, there is a save to folder section, and you can see it's already got sample folder there. So if I create a coloring page, it will actually go straight into that folder. Another thing that you can do is actually create a folder directly from that. So say we didn't have sample folder, and we were going to do something, we could do new folder and just create that folder right there, and then that will be there, and you can create all your coloring pages from there. Or if you're creating from photos, you can also use that new folder that you can create in, so you can create a new folder from there. When you edit a coloring page, you can also choose the folder that it goes into, so it's that same menu. But so if you for instance, had a bunch of coloring pages that you liked, but you wanted to have the first version, and then maybe the upscaled version in a new folder, you could forgot what I was doing. You could upscale into a different folder, and you could call it sample upscaled. That would kind of separate your default ones into your upscaled ones. So you can see we've got some updates here. I'm going to refresh this. You can remove a coloring page from a photo. Here's our little alien one that I made that went into this folder automatically. So if you remove this, that will get removed from the folder. And then your folders. Oh, there's one other way that I forgot. If you've got a folder, you can see it in your dashboard. Like when you create a new folder, you can also just click and drag pages into that folder, and then they'll kind of reorder to show you the most recently updated ones. And once it's in there, you can go and view that folder. Like I said, you can download from a folder directly. If you download from a folder, it will actually come to your email, because folders can get pretty big, so it's better to process it that way. You can download as a PNG or a PDF, anything like that. If you delete a folder, your coloring pages will not be deleted. They'll just be in your dashboard still. And that warning message reminds me. Also, you can have pictures in more than one folder. So for instance, they're in new folder right now, and maybe I'll add it to this is a folder. So you can see there, and this is a folder, and if I go back to this one, they stay in here. So if you're making a couple different coloring books, you can keep them across those folders. I think that's all there is to say about folders, so I hope this is helpful. If you have something else that you'd like to do with a folder, let me know. I'd love to build it.